Hello, lovers of resin. Welcome back to another video. This is Terri with WaterSong Creek Creations, and I wanted to talk to you guys today about Christmas ornaments. It is Thanksgiving week, and I have been busy the whole month of November making ornaments. I just haven't had the camera on to show you about it. So I want to show you today what I've done, the different substrates I've used, how I've decorated them, and hopefully give you some inspiration on things you can do and maybe trigger your imagination to do some things I haven't thought of. And then you can share those ideas back to me. That would be great. I always love to see what you guys are doing. So as always, when I'm starting a resin project, I'm going to grab my ProGlas 1000 resin. You can get this at fiberglasswarehouse.com or on Amazon. And it's the only resin I use. It's a 1-to-1 mix epoxy that I mix for 3.5 minutes. The first 2 minutes is in a warm water bath, and I've never once, not once, had a problem with curing properly. So I have videos about how I mix my resin, so I would check that out. Okay, I have a lot of ground to cover, so I want to get started. I have 4 or 5 different substrates I'm using for my ornaments this year, and lots of different ways I'm decorating them. And the first one I want to start with is my seashell. There we go. This seashell is bigger than the palm of my hand, so it's probably about between 4 and 5 inches. And last year I made a lot of Christmas tree ornaments with seashells. I hung them this way. I put blue or teal in and dropped in a charm or a seashell or something. This year I'm doing them this way, and I'll drill the hole up here. And what I have done with them is taken my little mermaid tail keychain. I have a mold that does the mermaid tail keychains, and I've put the part with the hole for the keychain down under the crushed glass so that it looks like the mermaid is jumping into or diving deep into the water. I've got crushed glass down here, and I just think that is such a fun little coastal way to decorate your tree. Little nod to the ocean. Here's one in blue. I just think they're so fun. I've got another one in the dark teal with a sparkly tail. That is glitter in the tail. This is crushed glass. They look the same. And then I have one that I just used alcohol ink on, and you can see the difference. This one's translucent, and this one is much deeper and opaque. So the seashells are a really fun way to start out your holiday. Then the next thing that I use are these acrylic blanks that I get on Amazon. They're maybe 4.5 inches. They're way bigger than my palm. And these come with a clear plastic coating on each side. You've got the tab on each side, one for the front and one for the back. So when I'm ready to make my ornament, I just pull the tab off the front, so I've got a nice clean place to start, and I do whatever I'm going to do. And the back plastic cover serves as my covering, so I don't have to use my painter's tape to cover it up. It saves me a step, and I love it. Additionally, I have been using these silicone brushes, and on these I will resin whatever I've got in the center, which will be my highest point, and then as that resin runs off and starts to run out, I just grab it with the brush and pull the resin out to the edge. I make sure the edge is covered, but I don't flood it over so that I don't have to worry about drips on the back. And it works like a charm, and I'll show you a couple of instances here in a second. So the acrylic, say that fast 3 times, the clear acrylic is a great way to do ornaments, and here is one. Let me show you one that I haven't put resin on. And can you see all those streaks from where I painted it? I won't paint these again. That was a mistake. There you can see it real clear, the light coming through. When I resin this and it's cured, I'm going to pull this off the back and I'm going to spray paint the back white. That will hide all of those streaks and marks. This little sweet mermaid right here, where are my molds? Here we go. I have several shapes of mermaid molds. I bought these on Amazon, but you can also get them from Shop the Nerdy Birdie on Amazon, on Etsy. And I've got them in all shapes, but they're all basically the same size. And I'm sure if you've been around resin very long, you've seen these. But what I do is, oops, it's right over here. I use clear resin and I use this Pearl X Micro Pearl mica powder in it. And it is shimmery and wonderful. And look at this pretty girl, how shimmery and wonderful she is. It's just got the nicest sheen to it. And she, again, is about the size of the palm of my hand. So that makes a really nice decoration. And I did a video a few weeks ago about the resin curing trays. And these do very well. I've got, I don't know, 10 or 12 of these molds. And I just load them up and put them in the resin curing machine. And 2 hours later, they're done. I leave them set overnight just to harden, but it's wonderful. After 2 hours, I can take them out of the mold and set them on a tray flat and then make another set. So it works wonderful. But this is how it's going to look after you've poured the resin. And as you can see, the resin went right up to the edge, and then I just pulled the tape off the back, or the clear plastic off the back. And she looks wonderful. Now she's plain. She doesn't have a lot of decoration around, and that's because I think it was 1:30 when I poured this, and I just forgot because I was tired. But I'm cranking out the ornaments. Here is one that I did decorate. So I've got some crushed glass for sparkle, and I've got the little acrylic rounds that are flat on one side. So that represents bubbles, and she's just really pretty. The one thing you do want to do when you pour is, after everything is settled, take a toothpick and poke through the hole where the ribbon or the fishing line or whatever you put it on the tree with will go. And that should stay. The ones I poured last night, the resin didn't move, it stayed. But if it does, you can take a drill or an awl or something and poke that through. So those are the acrylic rounds. The next thing I have are, where did it go? Oh, come on. I had everything all laid out really nice. And all right, we'll do that one. And oh, there it is. There it is. These, there's the blank one. These come from Hobby Lobby, and these are what they call the unfinished wood, and it is unfinished on the back. But they're a little distressed, a little farmhouse looking. I just think they're really cool. Again, this one is, you know, like almost the size of my hand. It's really substantial, and they make a nice ornament. I love, love, love. These are my favorite this year. I don't know if they had these last year, but these I love. So what I've done with them is to use green crushed glass. This is the Ashland vase filler. I've got a little stone right there for the tree trunk, and these candy cane ornaments. I get 6 to a package or 8 to a package from Hobby Lobby. And they've got a little hole. You see that hole right there where the wire goes through to hang them up? I took the hanger off, and I use these Bead Treasures Crystal Luster teeny little seed beads. And I take my tweezers and I set it in that little hole after I've got it on the tree to cover that up. It just finishes it off nice. But again, I used my silicone brush and I just pulled the resin right out to the edges, and it took all the way around the edges. But as you can see, none dripped over the side, and the back is clean and clear. These are the easiest ornaments that I have made, and I love them. And right now, I've just been doing the Christmas trees with the ornaments, but I've got lots and lots of other things that you can use. You can use jewelry. I have made jewelry Christmas trees this year, and you can do that here. Or you can use the crushed glass and use a piece of jewelry for the star and the trunk, or seashells. The possibilities are endless. Think outside the box and explore. The next thing I have are wood ornaments from Michaels. And these again are a really, nice size ornament. And they have a little twine hanger on the back that's stapled on. So when I'm getting ready to do these, I fold that down and put 2 pieces of painter's tape to cover that, and then I cover the whole back with the painter's tape, because these are going to drip. This wood is rounded and they're just going to drip over the sides. So I've got these ready to go. I've got the back all taped off and the piece taped down, so they'll come off easy. If you take the tape off of these after between 7 and 12 hours, it's going to come off real easy. You won't have to use your heat gun to heat it up and get them off. So that's what I did this morning to about 1.5 dozen of them, and it went quick and easy. So I've got the heart shape. I have the Christmas tree shape on the floor. I've got the Christmas tree shape, and I've got a Christmas ornament shape, which is a good bit smaller than the one from Hobby Lobby, but they both work fine. So on the round one, what I've done is used my little turtles. And I'm looking, I have a whole bag of little turtles that I've made from these molds. Again, you can get these on Amazon or Shop the Nerdy Birdie on Etsy. Both are very good. Both hold up well in the resin curing machine. But I make these in all colors. I even did a red glitter one because I knew I was going to use these for Christmas ornaments. Whatever leftover resin I have, this is one of the things I pour. That's the same thing I do with the mermaids. I always hold back some clear resin. When I'm making something, I hold back clear resin so that if I need to put color in it, I can. And that way, if I need to use it to finish the product, I can add color, or I can make these things if I have leftover resin. And I usually have a couple of ounces left over. So, because I would much rather have a project that I can keep working on than have to pour more resin. And, well, I don't see it. I've got something on the table here. Yeah, it's too much of a mess. I can't find it. It's a ring. It's a ring stand. Anyway, now this is alcohol ink. It's translucent. This is mica powder, and it is opaque. So it's okay to mix and match. But look at the glitter. I pour clear glitter, white glitter, extra fine, in the resin, and I use a lot of it and just bring these things to life with the pop and the sparkle. Isn't that fun? I just am crazy about these. I have a very coastal themed Christmas this year. So a lot of my things are coastal. I've got, for example, I've got all of these mermaids glued to the blanks ready for me to set on the tray and resin, and I've got lots and lots of turtles ready to go as well. And on that note, I use this Crafter's Pick, the Ultimate. I get this at Hobby Lobby. It's between $5 and $6 for a bottle, and it'll last you a really long time. But this resin goes on, this glue goes on clear and then dries in about 30 minutes. and then I can resin over it. I usually give it about 2 hours to dry because I don't want to take a chance on pouring resin over glue that's not completely dry. So that's what I do. So that's the round, and a mermaid, this mermaid will fit very nicely on a round too if you want to stick with the mermaid theme. So that works. And then the next shape I have is the Christmas tree. And this is where you can really let your imagination run wild. And I'll show you some of the Christmas trees I've done. These are just little ornaments. I got most of these at Hobby Lobby. Here's little jingle bells. And I used jewelry wire to make the little tinsel going back and forth across the tree, and I've just painted them all different colors, and I do paint the back just so they look nice front and back since I did paint them, but I think that's adorable. This is another, only I used crushed glass on this one to simulate snow and give it some sparkle. This is little berries off of a fake sprig or stem that looked really cute. Of course, you can always incorporate starfish for the topper on your tree. These little stripes were peel and stick candy canes that I just cut the arch off the top and used that. Again, it's got crushed glass and little ornaments. These are the little jingle bells I used on one. Most of this came from Hobby Lobby. Here are the ornaments on that tree I just showed you. I also have the styrofoam. These are the styrofoam red and white glitter. Resin is not going to hurt styrofoam whatsoever. You can use this with no problem. It's not going to be a problem in the curing process. These are also really cute, the frosted red styrofoam balls. They make really cute Christmas trees as well. I think the next batch I'm going to do these little bitty ones. I've got them in red and silver. I also have gold that I'll be doing. I'll probably do a silver and gold and a red and silver. And then, of course, you can always, if you don't want to use the crushed glass, you can use the fake snow to add some glitter and sparkle. And gosh, everything right now is 50 and 60% off at the craft stores. So this is a good time to grab them. So here's some more ideas. Again, just craft store in the miniatures. Go to the miniatures section and you'll find all of these things. Here are more lights, only we did crushed glass on these, and oh, they're so cute. This is dried flowers, and we went out in the front yard and cut some little twigs off of the bush out front. So that turned out cute. These are feathers, so we decided to do kind of a Mardi Gras color one, which was fun. Seashells. We kind of went crazy with some seashells and crushed glass. So again, used stems from the shrub in the front yard. So again, let your imagination run wild. I think the last one I have is the heart. I love the heart shape. It's so pretty and so fun. And I bought this mold from this silicone mold from the resin shop. That's not right. Resin. I think it's the resin shop. I'll double check and let you know. But this is a wonderful size as far as how big it is, and it's not really deep. So it fits nice. Here's one already done up, so you can see it's kind of little, and oh, how they marble. They marble so pretty. Whoops, and they slide because they're slick. I was looking to see if I had the dark blue, and that one's really marbly, but I don't. Oh, here it is. So when I'm getting ready to pour these, I just always make sure I have a little bit of white to mix in so it gives it some variation. But gosh, I love these. And let me show you. And then I really went heavy on the glitter, and they're gorgeous. They're just so pretty. And I went nuts with all the different colors, mixing and matching the colors of the wood and the colors of the resin heart. But the two of them together, just, can you just see that hanging on your tree? It's just so colorful and pretty and sparkly. And we all want sparkle at Christmas. So I've just got a boatload of these. I've got pinks and grays and all kinds of blues and teals. You, again, can just go any place with it you want. So I recommend, isn't that pretty? I recommend you get yourself some miniatures, you get yourself some molds, get some substrates of all different kinds, and the craft stores are full of them, and just have fun making, creating, imagining. And I would really love it if in the comments you would drop a picture or a video of what you've made to inspire me while I inspire you. All right. Happy Thanksgiving. I'll see you next time.